Leader of the pack, Davis Wilson said that now the seismic sensors can start recording good data. I should come back tomorrow and talk with Keone Albert. I gotta wait another 24 hours? That is one thing I don't like about a lot of these quests. Can I sit here? You have to wait 24 hours to progress to the next step. And they don't always tell you that, or else I would have waited the 24 hours beforehand. Alright, let's go. 3 more. Check in with Keone.
I wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere. It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the colony war. Pirates used
Okay, I'm tired of you. Yes, I know. I have a Crimson Fleet quest line I still need to get to, but we'll worry about that at a later date. Can I knock you guys because you to drop your packages? No? Or is coffee? No. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Now you're standing over here, next to this flag with
ecologies are living things.
3 things on
They
it.
move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared.
Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble?
Staying out of it? No, I'm looking for it.
Well, whatever gets you through the day. I've had more than my fill of it for this lifetime. Things here have been... well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research.
Well, I'm glad the 2 of you are getting along.
Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it.
He's just doing his job.
No, he's not. He's out there at least 4.5 times as frequently. There's something else going on. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
Now we gotta go talk to Davis. There is a dump
Everything
truck
good?
driving
Here to
past,
help.
so I'm going to mute again.
No, I turned it off before we left.
Okay, just making sure.
All right.
Private sector. That's where the real money's at.
Okay, that sounds good. Do we have a private sector here? Here's Davis. Let's go ahead.
The fact that whoever sabotaged that robot is getting away with it is...
Oh, is he stressing more because I chose to lie?
Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after?
I can get this at Davis, I'm hurt, or I get that a lot. Ah, Davis, I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm. All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you?
We're worried about how much time you're spending outside the walls.
I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear, even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying.
I mean, if you need help, you can just ask.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not sure yet. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe we don't know who was behind it. Not sure who I can trust now, you know? But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out.
That's exactly what I was saying. And they're not Ashta tracks. They had 5 toes. Okay, let's see what we can say here. You think there's another creature out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in a fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And, maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case.
I think I'm good to go. I'm geared up. Let's get out there.
All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvement. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right and it's just a glitch. And no need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often we get independent types who think that they can succeed where everyone else has failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one-time miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashta big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was new as anything and just listened to him. Now, though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and the heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Okay. Make sure Davis survives. Oh, okay. Oh, there's no VATS. Why did I do that? That was it? It wasn't that big, but it was bigger than a normal one. Alpha Ashta. Huh. I hit the button to do VATS, and it just opened up my camera. Okay. And apparently it doesn't pause the world if I have my camera open. Oh, I didn't open my camera, I opened this. It does pause the world if I have my camera open.
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha.
It still doesn't explain the footprints being that huge and having 5 toes. Ashtas still only have 3, and this foot is nowhere near that size.
You're handy to have around. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
Unfortunately, this was a low-level quest, so that thing was only level 15. Well, that was fun. Let's do it again.
You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it.
Man, I don't want to leave you out here.
Oh, don't worry about me. Thanks again for saving my ass.
So it has to be me, because he potentially would have died during the quest. But luckily, I was too over-leveled for it. Let's head back.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet.
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Ashta are more active. So, what happened?
Davis and I found a new kind of Ashta, and we killed it.
So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they?
I mean, yeah, better not let it go to your head.
Don't worry. I am sufficiently humbled. Well, for now. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Despondent Assassin Sniper Rifle. That's what she made for me? Okay. It's not better than the one I already have, to be honest, but okay.